All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is John Hernandez. I am a consultant here at CashSwipe. I've been part of Alex's team for 5 years, helping people learn on how to create additional stream of income. You are currently watching Residual Income for Beginners, where we share real stories, experiences, and strategies for building residual income. Today, I'm excited to interview one of our clients, Juan. He's going to share his journey, his experience, and some valuable insights that can help anyone looking to get started. So let's jump right into it. Juan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing awesome, man. Almost Friday, so
Yeah,
it's
we're,
almost the
we're
end of the
almost there.
week.
Yeah, so how's the day treating you so far?
Good. We are back in school.
Mm-hmm.
As the introduction, the introductory email says I'm a high school teacher, so we had a couple of months off. That's one of the beauties about being a teacher, that you have 2 months off in summer, and we
Mm-hmm.
started this week, the teachers, and kids come back on Monday. But excited for a new year.
Yeah, sir. It's that time of the year, right, for kids to start going back to school, school shopping. My kids right now, they're school shopping. It honestly, we're like, oh, we'll take you next month, but we're like, oh, dang, it's already August. Time just
Exactly.
goes by too quick, and I see a lot of people, taking their kids to school shopping first day at school. So that's all over social media right now. But let's get to how long have you been a school teacher for, and what grade? Tell people about that.
Okay. I am starting my 28th year. I started
Wow.
back in 99 2000 as a math teacher. I've been teaching math for all those years. I teach high school.
Mm-hmm.
I also taught a few years at a community college here close by, uh,
Mm-hmm.
teaching remedial classes. I did that for about 7 years. And then, of course, part of my life also has been baseball. I played baseball a lot of years personally, and then I started coaching baseball. That was part of like I said, my teaching also career. But I've been
Mm-hmm.
doing it for, completed 27 year. I'm starting my 28th year, and based on my age and my years of experience, this year can be my last one.
That's
So
that's awesome. That's
yes.
awesome. So since you've been a teacher for almost 20 years, we'll just say 28 just to keep it simple. All right.
Okay.
You're going on 28 years on being a teacher. Have things changed since you when you first started to now?
Yes, especially this last year. I've always been there's a lot of states that do tests, state exams,
Hmm.
and I've always been there in those classes where there's always an end of course exam at the end of the year. So the pressure has always been there, because it's always like teachers. We're in between the student and the administration, and you have to work, we be able to work with both. Okay, so our job is to try to make as many students pass as possible. So
Hmm.
it's a lot of weight on our shoulders. um Kids, especially nowadays. But recently I got moved to a different class, to an advanced class, and that completely just changed the game. Last year it was all different. You're looking at all the advanced kids. uh, most of them, they're actually want to go to school, they want to learn. And it was a good year. But yeah, technology has changed a lot, the students, in good ways and bad ways, of course.
Yeah, yeah. Because you said it stood out to me. You said kids nowadays. Like, well, what do you mean by that?
Like I said, technology,
Hmm.
it has changed kids a lot.
Good or
We
bad or both?
both, actually both.
Both.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Um for example, ChatGPT, can give you all the answers, which is, let's be, I'm being realistic. And I tell him, I understand that does that, but try to do it the right way. At least
Yeah.
look at the steps, and at least look at the what's happening between the problem and the answer, and just learn from it.
No, 100%. ChatGPT, it's a good tool, but at the same time, it's taking the way of thinking, like thinking on
Exactly.
the spot. So it's important to like, yeah, your kids do have access to all these different things. My kids have access to all these different things. We're
Yes.
100% at a different time. But yes, you're 100% right. That tool, it's great, but at the same time, we need to be able to think on hand, because what's going to happen if you don't have a phone in front of you, if you don't have a
Yes.
computer screen, you can't think for yourself. You're kind of like, I don't want to say useless, but you're kind of in like in a hole. Like, what do I do?
Yep.
Okay, so things have definitely changed, but okay. So what made you start looking into starting another source of income?
Uh, I mean, one of the things about a teacher salary in this is not gonna get you rich for sure. The calendar is awesome. I mean, you only work 187 days out of the year. That's approximately half of the year, but the salary is not big. And of course, uh, me growing up, I never had anybody teaching me money.
Hmm.
So I'm a spender. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm a spender. I like to buy stuff and everything. So but I started looking ahead, and of course, I started looking into my youngest son, which he graduated last year from high school. My older son, he already graduated. He went through some technical school, became an X-ray tech, and he went completely free with his tuition. I mean, this happened when COVID hit. There was a
Hmm.
lot of aid, financial aid given, and he pretty much got everything paid for. But this kid that's going to college this year, I mean, that's gonna be different. So I started
Hmm.
thinking about that, and started reading, and a lot of books and a lot of articles agreed on the same thing, that there's no way a family can survive on only one income. So I started looking into doing other things, and having a baseball background, one of my first gigs, I guess we can say, that is selling baseball gloves. And he gave me extra stuff. I mean, extra money at the end of the every month, but it's not what I was looking for. And then I started doing insurance sales, what we would
Oh,
call it private banking. Um, and
how was that?
it was a good opportunity, but I spent too much time into it, and the results, again, it was not what I was looking for.
How much time were you spending in the private banking?
uh I would
The-
say
Like an average. You don't have to. You don't have to get the exact number, but just an average. What would you say? A month,
time, I would say maybe about 15 hours a week.
15 hours a week, so about 60 hours a month.
Yes. And
60 hours. And the return? How was the
no,
return?
it was very low, very low, sometimes even like 0% a month. I wouldn't
Oh,
close anything a month. Yeah. Yeah. And
how would you
even
do
though, I
that?
mean, I don't know. It was me, maybe the sales process, or maybe just it's because, I mean, selling life insurance, especially the way we were selling it for the
Mhm.
purpose of it, it was kind of difficult. A lot of people would just not want to do it. And then I mean, of course, scrolling through Instagram, that's when I started looking into Paul,
Mhm.
and it just, I mean, caught my attention. Started doing the research, and got into this.
Okay. So you came across Paul on Instagram. A lot of people do find him on Instagram, Facebook. Um, I guess, like, what caught your attention about it besides making money? But like, what stood out to you that made you want to, click on him and like maybe reach out, or did we reach out to you?
Yeah, I actually started looking first. I think it was ATMs.
Okay. Oh, okay. ATM times. Okay.
Yeah, ATMs. But then I was like in and out, and back and forth. And is this really for me? But then I started looking into Paul and his ads, and then I started doing the research. And
Hmm.
what caught my attention the most is the passive income
Yeah.
opportunity. That's pretty much what I was looking for. And thank God, I mean, I got into it, and started. I mean, my only
What
regret, of course, is how come I didn't find this at least 10 years ago, man.
You know what? I do hear that quite often, believe it or not. It is, and I hear it I hear it when I talk to, other clients. I also hear it when we go to these live events. And if you guys don't know, we have another live event September 16th in Scottsdale. with Andy Elliott. But when I go to these live events, a lot of our clients say, "I wish I would have found this sooner. I wish I'd have took this step sooner,"
Yeah.
because once you start reaping the benefits and you start getting that additional income, you hit that direct deposit hits your bank account. It's a good feeling, and you're just like, okay, this is just like the tip of the iceberg. I could keep going, get another account, get another one. But
Yeah.
okay, so coming from the insurance sales, did you have any? What was like one of your biggest fears before jumping into something like this?
What was my biggest what?
What would you say? What would you say was one of your biggest fears before starting this? Because if you came from the insurance sales, obviously this is something. It's not exactly, but it's something you still have to talk to people. Like,
Yes. The fear of failing again. Okay, so I already went. I mean, the glove
would you
part.
say?
That was kind of a. I mean, I like baseball and I like doing that, but the
Mhm,
insurance part. I mean, I started it. Um, and I mean, I just okay. What happens if I start it and the same thing happens? If I'm gonna get the same results?
mhm. And just to go back to it, like when you said the fear of failing, like again, did you feel like you failed in the insurance industry?
Yes. Yeah.
Why and just why do you say that?
Because I actually compare it to baseball. I mean, baseball you're gonna fail 7 times out of 10 and you're good, and in insurance I was much less than that, man. I was
And okay.
I was getting struck out a lot. um but then I that was my biggest fear, and of course getting out of the comfort zone. I mean, I had been teaching, I have been doing something for over 20 years. I mean, teaching right now, it's just like I don't have to get anything ready. I just get up in the morning, show up, and just start doing it because I know
Mhm.
everything already. So getting out of that and just doing something completely different, that was my biggest fear.
Getting out
Okay,
of the zone.
get another comfort zone, and but then I mean, of course, your mind starts changing, starts thinking differently,
Mhm.
and just started taking action, just started pushing through. And I mean, thinking to myself, talking to myself, hey, you have to do this, you have to do this. I mean, you can't stay in the same place. And then years back, I read I can't remember what I was reading, but I read a sentence that remembered and just got me going. Which says that sometimes you have to change who you are to see who you can become.
Mhm. I love that.
And then I just started the trainings. I started learning the basic stuff, and then I just started taking action. Because I in my mentalities, for example, when I teach kids, I don't
Mhm.
teach them everything. We learn something, we learn the basic of this, and they start practicing it. They start practicing until they get better at it, and then we start adding more challenging stuff. And this is pretty much what has been happening to me. I mean, um, my first account was the lead that was given to me by well, before merchant automation. All right, I
Mhm.
was checking your. I still have
Yeah.
my original shirt. But then after that, what also helped me is that a lot of the accounts that I have, they're friends
Mhm.
or people that I know, because where I live, it's a small community. I think we're only about 13,000 people here in Roma. um, so most of the accounts that I have, it's pretty much people who I know, either because I've taught their kids. Most of them are pretty much parents of my students,
Yeah.
or because I played baseball or softball with them or something like that. It just that helped me a lot, especially through the communication and the building confidence and all that.
Yeah.
So,
You already have that relationship with them and that trust, so that's good. And it just proves that it doesn't matter where you at. There's opportunity everywhere.
yes. Yeah, and now, of course, I mean, I've grown in all aspects. I mean, every account that I close, every merchant that I've worked with, I learn something new. Something new. I mean, there's always. I mean, this is a very complex business. I mean, you have to know everything from filling out the applications, all the technical side. I mean, even though you have a tech support behind you 100%, but you still have to know the stuff. You still have
Yeah.
to know. I mean, you can't go to the merchant and just ask you little basic stuff and just be there. You know what? Let me call my tech support. I mean, so the more you know, the better presentations you can give, and it's gonna give the merchant a lot more confidence when you're talking to someone who actually
Mhm.
knows.
No, 100%. You have to know the business, the ins and outs of it. But like just like anything, it takes time. You learn as you go, and it's something that you said earlier. Is just doing it. It's and we have a saying. It's imperfect action. Because if
Yes.
you just try to be perfect, you're not going to be perfect. You're not going to know everything off the bat. You have to experience it to understand it, and as you go, you just start to pick up on it.
Yes.
And I love that. You have to, because if you think you're gonna come in here and just know everything, you're not. We you're learning, like you said, you're still learning something every single day. Every time you're
Mhm.
talking to business owners, every situation is a little bit different, similar, but at the same time, it's you're learning something new. And when you come in there with that confidence, it just changes the game. It's just like,
Yes.
oh, I know, so you build that trust, you build that authority. They already coming in and just like, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. But the
Hmm.
support's there, right? Well, I don't know.
Yes.
What would you say with the support?
Yes, it
How's that?
is. It's Paybotics is great. I mean, they're awesome. Um, I have John's takes. I mean, sometimes if I need a like an emergency question, I mean, I usually try to go through the info, the help email, but they respond within the same day. But if
Mhm.
it's an emergency, I mean, I text John and he replies back within minutes. So that's what I love about Paybotics. I mean, they're all the guys in tech support. I mean, they're awesome. They're awesome. They're gonna help you out with, I mean, more than enough.
Can you share a moment where that support came in hand and helped you like move us an account forward or sell forward?
Uh, Actually, I mean, it has been so many times. I don't think I don't think I
Pick,
have.
pick a good
I
one.
mean, they always come in clutch. They always come in clutch, man.
Mhm.
We have my biggest account. It's a lube. They do oil changes,
Mhm.
and this one I got it. We actually were at a wedding, and
Mhm.
the owner used to be my student back maybe about 20 years ago, and
Okay.
he's related to my wife. So my wife said, okay, let's go say hi to my tios and whatever. So I spoke to the guy, and he said, hey, what are you doing? Well, no, I have this business. And of course, as soon as I heard the word business, I'm like, oh, hey, I gotta go talk to you on because I'm doing this. Yeah, sure, for sure. And it started, but it is my biggest account, but it has been my with the one with the most challenges,
Mhm.
because it was an integration. He had someone made his own custom in POS, so we
Mhm.
had to integrate it to that. So it was a big challenge, to be honest. So tech support came in clutch. It was day after day, question after questions, phone calls, and we made it through, and right now it's working. It's 3 locations working for me. I mean, and that's pretty much that's the one that's giving me the biggest residuals.
Yeah, that's awesome because integration is important because there's companies that we could integrate with, but they just have to let us give us permission to us to, and if we can't integrate, then we could build something similar. So
Yeah.
for you audience watching, for you guys watching, we can integrate with a lot of companies, but they also have to let us integrate with them, and if we can't, we could build something custom for them. So we could do it all. But so it was phone call after. How long did it take? Did we build something? Did they build something custom for him, or did they?
Yes.
Can
Yes,
you,
they
can you
did.
Can you share, like, a little bit about that?
uh
How long did it take? This
the setup, honestly, I think it took us about 2 to 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah, it took about 2 to 3 months, because it was first of all, I mean, of course, they had to do the whole software program. I don't know, I mean,
Mhm,
like, I will tell the guy, I mean, I can tell you how to solve math problems, but don't ask me, because it was actually a four-way communication. It was the developer,
mhm.
it was the Paybotis tech support, it was a Valor tech support, and
Yeah.
me. So it was an email of 4 people, and in there, boom, 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 boom. I don't even remember how many emails were sent. There were so
But that's
many.
good. It just shows that, we could get it done, and
Yes.
it's there. The opportunity is there, but, building an integration custom for a client or a business owner,
Mhm.
it's possible. It's just like anything. It's not going to be built overnight. But that's 3 locations, right? That they had to do it for. So everything went along.
Yeah,
And how's it work?
actually, it's only one, but with three different terminals.
Oh, okay, okay, got it.
Yes,
And how's everything working?
it's working good. Like I said, there's always, because it is a custom POS. I mean, sometimes there's little glitches that come out here and there, but it has been most of the developer side. Of
Okay.
course, I mean, our terminals. I mean, there are terminals. It's technology. It's like phones. I mean, sometimes you do have to go and check them out and all that. But I've the relationship that I've built with the person in contact, because I usually, the owner is usually not there. He's built the business to where it's working by itself. He's
Mhm.
got the people working, but the person in charge of that, I've built a relationship, a very good relationship. So sometimes we do text messages or just a quick phone call, and we can get it done. So they're happy right now, especially
No.
when we're saving them almost $5,000 every month with a cash
Wow.
discount. Yes,
Wow, that's huge. Five
they're
thousand
happy.
dollars.
They,
That's
they're
60,000 a year.
they were paying around $4,500 a month every single month in processing fees.
Man, you're their hero. You walked in, you give them a solution, you built something custom for them, and now you're putting money back in their pocket. That's
Yeah.
awesome. And you're reaping the benefits. You get paid out every single month.
Yes,
I,
sir.
I, I can see the smile. You just like, yo, get it out.
Yeah.
Let it out. It's okay. Let it out.
Yeah.
So, so talking about residuals, how has that impact you, your life, or even your family? How's that have helped you?
Man, it has helped us a lot. I mean, to be honest, I don't want to go exactly into details of how much I get, but right now I think I'm around close to 75% of
No.
matching my teacher salary.
Oh wow,
Yes.
that's awesome.
So that's gonna be my deciding factor at the end of May. If I'm able to get 100%, if I'm able to match my salary,
Hmm.
that's it. That's it for me. I'm gonna retire.
You're right there. You're
Yeah.
75% there,
Yeah.
and that's a game changer because a lot of people are looking for to possibly leave their career or possibly leave retire early, like you are looking to retire early 1 year from now. You're right there at the tip.
Mhm.
But I guess taking it back from when you first started something new and now where you're at now. But as far as like that additional income, like what has that done for you, like just personally?
I mean, just think about it. You're getting your paycheck plus 70% more. I mean, it's helping. Well, most of that money, it's being saved up for my kid, for my, I mean,
Mhm,
he's gonna start college next week. He's gonna move in date is on the 16th, so he's gonna leave, and it's gonna be expensive, so most of the money's going for that. But it has been a lifesaver, to be honest. I mean, the economy is crazy bad. Everything is so expensive, and it's going high and high almost pretty much every year. So, but
mhm.
it's been a big help.
And then just coming from going and then taking it back to what you originally said as far as insurance and doing this, um, I guess what's the biggest difference between the two? Because
uh
the life insurance, you're still talking to people. It's something that people need. Like life insurance, it's good. It's good to have. Same thing with this. Business owners need. They know there's another opportunity to them for them to save money. But I guess why do you feel that you're a lot more successful with this than the life insurance?
um I guess because life insurance, most of the sales that I was doing, or most of the presentations I was giving, it was online. They would give me
Mhm,
leads and everything, but it was like the way we are right now.
mhm,
And with merchant services, I mean, it's person to person.
mhm,
I guess that has to do a lot with it, especially like I said, in my area. I mean, having that person, a lot of people told me, I mean, I prefer to have someone from here
mhm.
than someone coming over from 2 3 hours away. I mean, um so I guess that's a big part, the person to person interaction. It gives, like, again, going back to the confidence. Because when I used to sell life insurance, I mean, I would speak to a person who I've never met in my life. I mean, and you're trying to convince that guy to give you your money, to give you $300-400 every month for the rest of your
Mhm.
life. I mean, it's kind of heavy. It makes you think. And over here, I mean, of course, I mean, I'm here, like I said, I mean, most of the business that I have here, I'm pretty much 5-10 minutes away. They text me, I'm right there within 3-4 minutes. I mean, it's just completely different.
Yeah, you're building that relationship with them.
Yes.
It's an in person because a lot of these business owners, they don't have a person to they could reach out to. Some of these businesses, you could walk into them and ask them like, "Hey, when's the last time you talked to your guy or your agent?" And some of these guys would say, "I don't even know who he is," or "I haven't
Yeah.
talked to this guy. Sign me up." And so that's something that we bring to the table is you're a local agent. You're building that relationship, and you bring that value. They're talking to a real person, giving them that support that they need. Because again, a lot of these business owners don't have that type of support. And when you bring something like that, it's priceless, and you make a friend out of it. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
you're making a friend, and now you have that relation ongoing. They can refer you to their family member, their business, their another business. So it's very important to have those connections as well. But how do you feel so far
I
coming
feel
into?
good. Uh, I will be honest. I mean, I guess I see the good stuff about my journey. I see the good stuff and the bad stuff. Okay, the good stuff, it's working for me. Okay, the bad one is just that I honestly, and I'll be honest for the people who are watching this, that I haven't put 100% effort into the business, because it's difficult. I mean, I have a full-time job, and I'm a full-time parent, uh, homeowner. I mean, many
Mhm.
times those things come first. Especially my kid going through high school. He was a junior, he was a senior. So, I mean, those are very important years for him, and he needed. I mean, he needed the dad. I mean, and sometimes I would put aside the business many times. Okay, but that big account, that just completely changed my way of thinking, and it got me to realize how much potential this business has, especially when I saw my first residual from that merchant. I was like, this is nice. Yeah, this is nice. So this past 2 months has it's been very busy, very very busy. I have a lot of, not, I haven't closed them yet, but they're like almost 90-95%. So my goal here is to, there it's a small county, it's called Stark County. There's two cities that are pretty much may make up those. So my goal is to be the merchant services guy for the county.
Mhm.
So I'm focusing on all the little business. I mean, our restaurants, it's the mom and pop restaurant. I mean, those are the ones that I go after. You're looking at maybe a $20,000-$30,000 processing every month, but if I can get 10 of those, I mean, um,
Yeah.
that would add up. That would add up.
You
Okay,
said
and
30,000.
about 20,000. That's pretty much.
Yeah, 20,000. That's $200 times that by 10. That's
Exactly.
two
Yeah.
grand right there in
A-
residual income.
and the best thing is that there are the restaurants that we go to as a family. We go to the tacos, the taquerias, the hamburger place. I mean, and that's pretty much what I visit. The only problem is that many times these guys are under contracts because of
Mhm.
other salespeople that they don't explain the stuff very well. So they time up. They time up. I mean, uh there's a lot of older ladies that they don't know the system, they don't know what's going on, so they just have a guy, this guy brought me the machine and it started working, and that's it, that's all they know.
Oh, wow. So they're not educated on anything.
Nothing,
So
nothing,
when
nothing.
you come in, like when you come in, you give them that white glove service. Like what do they say? Like, damn, this other guy didn't do any of this.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I always bring up three, I guess the three pillars of of merchant services. First of all, the technology. I always look at the technology. Every time I go into a restaurant, I check to see what they use. And it's very common here. They have the little terminals by itself, or they have a Clover Mini or something like that. And especially restaurants. I mean, of course, there's other stuff that I feel that it can be better than some of the stuff that they have. So that's the first thing, and of course, the second thing will be the support, the local part, the local support, local agent support, and the
Mhm.
third one is the price. I mean, sometimes, we compare the prices, especially. I mean, I mean, you see so much stuff and you hear so much stuff from the owners that sometimes you just go like, wow, poor guys. I mean,
Yeah,
uh, that because of the stuff that they don't know and how much they're supposed to be paying, that they're getting ripped.
yeah, they're not educated, and
No.
they just don't know. They just think they just sign up, and that's the normal.
Yeah.
And just to give you guys some context, when you're looking at people's statements, or we're doing an analysis, some businesses are paying the 3%, three anywhere from 3 to 4%. On top of that, some businesses are paying per transaction, meaning they're paying the fee when they swipe their card, but they're also paying a per transaction fee. On top of that, it could be anywhere from 7 cents to 15 cents, and on top of that, they could even be paying it's like some hidden fees, which we've seen a few times, and they have the exact and they have a similar machine that we have, and we're just like, man, like it's crazy. And some people don't believe it until you have to show it to them in black and white. That's why you come with the marker or a red marker. You just starts like, you're paying for this, you're paying for this, you're paying for this, and they're just like mind blown. Like, I thought I was only paying for this. Like, no, you're actually paying more. And it's crazy that you don't they don't see it. And then just to go a little bit more into it, it's just like they're not experts. They're there to run their business and scale their business, provide the service, whatever they're doing. Let's just say restaurant, provide a great customer service, their food industry. But even though they get their statement every single month, if they don't know how to read it, they don't know what they're looking for. And to give you guys a perfect example of something relatable, it's like, because we all have cell phone bills, right? We all have cell phone bills, and you know what your bill is, but sometimes your bill goes up, and you're just like, what? Why is it going up? But you look at your statement, but you don't know what you're looking for. Same concept. It's the same concept with this. These businesses just don't know. They just think that's going to be the normal. That's what their normal bills can be. So bringing that value and that trust where you could explain this to them and really paint the picture for them, because we're honestly, you're not trying to sell these guys anything. You're just offering a solution to save them money. That's it. They save money, you're helping them, everybody's winning. But I totally get, like, yes, some of these people just don't know. Like, what's like the craziest one you've seen so far?
Um, there's a taqueria right here, awesome tacos. She has a Clover Mini, and she
Hmm.
just uses it just to punch in the numbers. You're gonna pay $20 with credit card, $20, boom, tap it, and that's
Hmm.
it. She's paying $91 every month for that terminal.
Wow.
$91. I was like, what? And then, I mean, of course, if you know the Clover, I mean, the cheapest, the essentials plan, that will be so big and sufficient enough for her.
Yeah.
You're looking at $30 right there. and
Hmm.
and I'm like, why are you paying so much? I'm like, I don't know. And she's under contract.
Man.
Yeah.
And did they, are you able? How long is their contract for?
She got
You
5 more months. She got five more
remember?
months.
Okay, so right there.
Yeah, she's almost there, and I'm trying to convince her, because she just wants like a basic terminal. So I'm trying to get her off even right now. And I mean, like, I tell her, look at your contract, try to see how much you have to pay to
Yeah.
break it, because I mean, Clover, we did that for my first merchant. They had to pay $200. So that's the example that I gave her. I mean, even if you had to pay $200, I mean, right now you're paying $90 times five. That's $540. You're still
Mhm.
gonna be saving money. But supposedly the other company, they're charging her like an extra terminal that she had before. So she's poor lady. I
Yeah.
mean, she's in a mess.
Yeah. Yeah. It's sometimes they just try to bring up old things that they're just things that they don't bring to light until you try to they trying to find something better. That's crazy. They're adding something else in the back end, which she's just like, what is this?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I don't, I mean, like I said, I haven't seen the contract, but it's more likely sometimes they give her like a rental fee, sometimes they give her
Mhm.
like an insurance fee or something like that, which adds up.
No,
But that's a
100%,
lot of
man.
money. That's a lot of money for that terminal.
Yeah, definitely. And then I just, there's opportunity out there. A lot of opportunity to help people and really show them that what is possible and to save them because again, times are tough and these business owners are just people just like you and I. They have a family, they're running their business, and it's it's unfair if someone's going out there and just taking advantage of their situation. But
Yes.
that's where we come in. We're coming there to help them, show them love, give them all that, all the, everything we need, that white glove service. So that's where we come in, and we're there. We need help.
Yes, yes, exactly. I mean, there's enough for everybody, to be honest. I mean, you just drive around. I mean, there's so many businesses. There's so
Mhm.
many businesses. I mean, there's so many options. I mean, uh there's room for everyone, to be honest.
No, 100%. So just to go back to like you said, your son went to college. He got fully paid for. Now your next son's he's gonna be going to college as well. Um, are you thinking about them to possibly be doing this as well?
Yes. Yeah, and actually that's one of my goals for this business.
Mhm,
Um Set something up, of course, first of all for me. I mean, I'm for relatively young at 51. I mean, if I retire next year, I'm gonna be 52. uh I still have life. So
yeah.
first of all, I'm
You look
gonna
good. You
build.
look good for 51. You
It's,
look good.
thank you, thank you. So I'm gonna build it first of all for me, for my
Mhm,
wife, of course. But the idea is to build something big for my son, my two sons, so they
mhm.
can continue the legacy.
Yeah.
I don't wanna, I don't wanna live in money. I mean, if that's the case, I can just buy a big life insurance and just give them beneficiary
Mhm,
benefits. But that's not the idea. Money will run out, and that's it. My goal is to give him skills, give him the knowledge, and most importantly, the opportunity to grow on that. This business, it teaches a lot of core values. I mean, the communication, the problem solving, the entrepreneurship, all that stuff. That's what I want for them. Yes, right now they have their goals. Like my
mhm,
older one, he's an X-ray tech right now. He's doing good, but he's in the process of becoming a state trooper here in Texas. He's in the
mhm,
last step. Okay, so more likely he's gonna go there. My younger son, he plans to become a veterinarian. That's their dreams. I cannot say no, but I want to give him the opportunity to build something on the side, just the same way I'm doing it. Right now, they're super young. Maybe they will retire much younger than me. So that's pretty much my plan for
no,
my
good.
boys.
I have something similar, but that's awesome. Giving them the opportunity to build something and teach them, like you said, core values. There's a lot to learn in this industry, and there's a lot to learn that they could take home and use it in real life. And same thing with I have two 16-year-old daughters, and I'm slowly helping them with their credit, building their credit, them understanding credit because it's very important. And if they don't know how to leverage credit, then they could shoot they get themselves in a hole or they can't do because credit can do a lot of things. But what I'm
Yes.
going with it is I'm talking about this business as well, slowly drilling it into their head what's possible because my goal is to two things. It's either one, if they do decide to go to college and go to school, they don't have to work. They could just get an account because my goal is to get them three accounts each. Them physically go out there, get their accounts, but me being there with them. So by them getting them accounts, and if they do decide to go to college, that's going to be an extra $200 to $300 each account. Just say easy numbers, $300 each account. That's $900 a month. If they're working part time, that's about the same amount of money that they're going to be working because these college students are working maybe 15, 20, maybe 15, 20 hours.
Yeah.
And it just adds it to the same where they could just focus on school. And if they want more money, they just go out there and get another account. Like, Dad, I want to make more money. Okay, sign up another account. You already know how to, right? Perfect.
Yes.
So, and then if they do decide that they don't want to go to college, they want to be an entrepreneur, they already have some of these skills already on how it works and how business works. So
Yes.
it's a good skill, and I love that you're gonna leave them something, because at the end of the day, it's good. You're teaching them something. You're not just giving it to them. You're giving them an opportunity to do something different.
Yeah.
But other than that, I guess I know you already told me your goal. You told me in the very beginning. So the goal is to retire. This will be your last year of teaching, right?
Yes. I will make that happen.
I'm gonna say, I was like, I'm gonna hold you to it, because we're this is recorded, so we're live. So anybody that's watching, we're gonna hold on. We're gonna mark it down on our calendars. What's today? August 6th. Next year, this time we're gonna interview. We're gonna mark it in the calendar already. So next year, that we're gonna come back on here and be like, hey, I retired.
Yes.
I'm no
Yes.
longer. I made it
It would
happen.
happen. I mean,
I
that's
guess
the
it.
thing. It's because, I mean, I guess one of the biggest differences, a job, it's capped. I
Mhm,
mean, for example, our teaching salary, I mean, you get paid per year. They divide it into 12 months, and that's it. Even if you stay after school 3 4 hours, I mean, it's still the same salary. With this type of business, I mean, there's a correlation of the amount of effort you put and the residuals you're gonna get. The more
mhm.
businesses that you talk to, the more opportunities you're giving yourself to close more deals. It's as simple as that. So it's up to you. So as I'm saying, I mean, I'm honest to you and to the people who are listening, that I've built something good so far. I mean, like I said, I mean, I'm almost matching my salary, and I haven't gone 100% into this business. So
What would you
imagine.
say? What would you say the percentage from right now? Because the way this is built out is to, it's not to like quit your job and go all in. This is for you to build it up so you could get to that point. So what would you say, like right now, what are you putting into this, percentage wise?
Honestly, because I started off good, but then I got to a long time where I had family issues,
Mm-hmm.
and we were having family problems, and my motivation just went down. It went bad down, so I stopped a few months, and then that account hit me, and it
Mm-hmm.
just it shoot my motivation back up.
Got your back.
Um,
But
yes,
when you stopped and you came back, well, you just picked up where you left off as far as the support with the team. Like we
yeah,
were, we were.
yeah. I mean, it's no. I mean, I would show up to the meetings. I would go
Okay.
through the trainings. I would pretty much be part of the group, but I would not go out there and look for
Okay.
businesses.
Got it.
Okay,
So
I would
you're
just
still involved.
yes, I was still involved with the learning and the meetings and everything, but I wasn't getting out. I just didn't want to get out of the house. But now it's different, and now it's me. I take my wife, and we're working on it both. I mean, it just makes a big difference when you have the
No,
support, also the family.
but if you could just say, put a number to it, like I understand you took some time off. It happens. We have lives. Things happen. People take vacations. People, get a certain amount of counts and like, okay, I'm gonna take a break, and they pick up where they left off.
I
But
would
for you,
say I would say about 50% probably.
okay, you've been putting 50% into that. So
Yeah.
into like, are you putting like 3 hours a week into this, 4 hours a week into this?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so that's just your normal 3 to 4 hours a week
Yes.
into this.
Yeah. Used to be.
Okay, you
These past 2 months, it just increased crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
nice.
This past 2 months, I put a lot more effort into it because I wanted to test myself out.
Hmm.
When I found out that I could retire this year, I was like, I want to give myself an opportunity how this can be after retirement. And I
Yeah,
liked
you're
it.
right.
I liked
Yeah,
it. I
that's
liked it a lot.
huge. You're 75% there. Again, 25%. That's gonna happen. That could happen, in a month or two. That could happen next week. like you said, it takes that one account, that one big account, to make a huge difference. But
Yes.
I'm happy for you, man. That's awesome. You're doing what needs to be done. You're 75% there to near retirement. This is going to be your last year. I'm gonna put it into existence because we're believers in what you say. What you say you're gonna do. You're just gonna do it. We'll do it one way or another. And all it takes is dedication, consistency, and discipline. Because like motivation, it does go like this. But when you stay consistent, even the days that you have those tough days, that's what's going to take you to that next level. That's what's going to take you from being 100% to 110% to be who you're meant
Yes.
to be. Enjoy life as well.
Yeah, of course.
So I know since we are coming to towards the end, if someone's watching this and they're scared because it's new or doesn't think they can do this, what would you tell them?
The word scared, right? Do it scared. Why not? Just again, it's from the start. I mean, you gotta take the action. You have to take the action. Yes, it's gonna be tough, because like I said, this is worse than baseball. Worse, baseball, you're a 300 average hitter and you're good. This one is probably worse than that. So you have to be able to take the nose.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be able to take the nose. But do it scared. I mean, start it off. Start it, and you would get better at this. It's gonna become easier because you're gonna get better as you go along.
I love that. And just to add to that, if someone tells you no, it doesn't mean no. It means not right now. Because
Exactly.
it might not be listening to what you're telling them. And just like he said, you take the no's, but you come back. Because once they do have that one issue, that one situation, when you're there to support them, changes everything. They know they
Yes.
have support. But other than that, um, I want to thank you again, Juan, for coming on here. Pleasure having you. Love hearing the success that you're having. Love to hear that you're right there where you want to be as far as retiring. 75% there. I'm gonna tell Paul, like, hey, we're gonna put out a personal challenge for you. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna mark that
Yeah.
on.
Why not? Why
Yeah,
not? Why
right.
not?
Like
Yeah.
it's accountability. Accountability. It's just showing you that it could be done. Anybody can do this as long as you put in the work. Just like anything,
Yes.
doesn't happen overnight, but it can be done. But other than that, again, Juan, I want to thank you for coming on. Um, and oh yeah, one last thing. So for anybody that's watching, is there somewhere they could find you? Like do you use Instagram, Facebook?
Yeah. Yeah. It's Facebook and Instagram. I have my personal page, Juan Reyes, and or my Instagram business page. It's called The Merchant Coach.
The merch.
Yeah, of course, I coach baseball for so long. So now the way I thought about it is, okay, I'm still going to be coaching, but now I'm going to be
Yeah,
coaching businesses.
I love it.
So
And is it okay if
yeah,
they reach out to you if they have any questions and they can
yeah,
hear like
yeah,
pick
yeah,
your
no
brain?
problem. Yeah, yeah, no problem.
All right, guys. So you heard it from Juan. You could reach out. He has his Instagram. He has his Facebook, and his business page that you can reach out to him if you have any questions or you just want to pick his brain. But other than that, guys, thanks for joining. And again, thanks, Juan. So my name is John with CashSwipe. Make sure you guys do subscribe to our YouTube channel, Residual Income for Beginners, and we will catch you guys on the next one. All right.
All right.
Peace out.
Yeah.
Take
Thank
care.
you guys.